Hi Zymatic owners, this is Mike with PicoBrew. I wanted to start off by thanking you for being patient while we developed a solution for you to use your Pico Still that you bought during Kickstarter or during pre-order. This solution is going to allow you to use your Pico Still in its current fully functional form. You're going to need a couple items. First off, you're going to need a set of keg adapters. You'll also need your transfer tube assembly that came with your Zymatic. And you're going to be utilizing your 5-gallon Zymatic corny keg as an intermediary vessel. You will also need a Wi-Fi enabled laptop or tablet. It's very important that you set up your Pico Still with Zymatic exactly as I'm going to demonstrate for you. Do not ever connect both of your Zymatic hoses directly to the Pico Still. It can cause excess pressure and cause a hose to blow off. That could spray you with hot water. It could cause damage to either your Pico Still or your Zymatic. So let's get started. First, add 2.5 gallons of clean tap water to your 5-gallon corny keg. As you can see here, I've already done that. Next, seal your keg with the keg seal, leaving the hole open. You don't need a foam trap and you don't need an airlock in there. Leave it clear. And then slip your neoprene keg cozy over your keg if you have not already done that to prevent heat loss. We're going to connect your gray ball lock fitting to the end post on your Zymatic keg. Then you're going to connect one end of your clear Zymatic transfer tube assembly to the out port on the keg. Attach the black fitting on the other end of your Zymatic transfer tube assembly to the gray silicone keg adapter and connect this to the larger port on the still. Then, attach the black racking silicone fitting adapter to the black ball lock fitting on your Zymatic hose. Importantly, remove the black vacuum plug from the still. Set it aside in a safe place, and make sure you note the orientation of the racking fitting. There's a small cover that will cover the actual vacuum port. At this point, our Pico Still is connected to our Zymatic, and we're using the 5-gallon corny keg as a pressure relief vessel. So we're ready to go. I'm about to start a steam water hot boil extraction. I have a couple liters of clean filtered water in my 5-liter keg. I've got an ounce of Azacca hops in my botanicals chamber. It's one of my favorites. I'm now going to go turn on my Zymatic. And I've already programmed a set of temperature steps in my recipe crafter. And we'll talk through that right now. Your Pico Still requires precise temperature control to heat your wash, which is whatever you've put into the keg. In your recipe crafter, you can design a set of steps in the advanced portion to create 1 degree Fahrenheit changes so you can step up through a distillation. I've created one in mine. We should have one available to you on the recipe community website. Once I select this, my Zymatic is going to start at a specified temperature so I can start my distillation run. Once I get going, when I'm ready to step up increments in distillation, I can come to my Zymatic and simply move it forward by using the next step function, which we'll show you in just a moment. Connecting Pico Still to your Wi-Fi network. To use Pico Still with Zymatic, you will need to start and stop the Pico Still and monitor temperature and pressure data from Pico Still's web interface. To use Pico Still's interface, follow these instructions. First, turn on your Pico Still. All of the LED lights will blink while it is booting up. When they stop, you should see either a solid green LED or solid green and yellow LEDs. If you see a solid green light, you can skip to the written instructions to step 6. On a Wi-Fi enabled device, such as a tablet or laptop, open your Wi-Fi networks list and connect to the Pico Still's Wi-Fi network. It will be named Pico Still _ and a MAC address. And for your convenience, the password for all Pico Stills is 12345678. On your device, open a browser window and navigate to the IP address of 192.168.4.1. Enter the network name and password for the Wi-Fi network you want to use. When you're done, click Submit. Your Pico Still will shut off its network to validate the credentials you provided. Within a couple of minutes, the Pico Still's LED will either show a solid green light or will blink with red then yellow LEDs. If it is blinking with red then yellow LEDs, then your credentials were incorrect. Press the power button on Pico Still and return to step 1. If it is solid green, let's continue. The Pico Still's Wi-Fi is now turned on. Repeat steps 2 and 3 in the written instructions to connect with Pico Still again and open the Pico Still's web page. On the Pico Still web page, you will see your Wi-Fi network name, an IP address, and a connect button. If you do not see these, please return back to the written instructions step 4. Copy the IP address given on the web page, then click the connect button. Your Pico Still is now connecting to your Wi-Fi network. On your laptop or mobile device, reconnect to your home Wi-Fi network. On your laptop or mobile device, open a browser and paste or type in the IP address which you copied down earlier into the address bar and hit enter. You will see the Pico Still data page appear, which contains instructions for setting up your Pico Still, program control, utilities, and information about your Pico Still. After physically connecting Pico Still to your Zymatic, you will use this start page to start and stop programs, control your Pico Still's fan, and monitor data from your distilling sessions.